Boy, oh boy, did you guys think it was over, didn't you? You'd think it ended with Ace Attorney trials and tribulations. Well, guess what? It didn't. Now, a port to the PC of investigations is like 0% chance, so I just said, okay, I just get an emulator. I'll just play it again. We're doing it right now. So, we're playing as Edgeworth in this game. Ooh, that's new. I got a taste of playing as Edgeworth. A little bit on the third game, but now we're actually gonna play as our boy. And we're gonna enjoy it with Ace Attorney. Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney. Investigations 1. And I heard the second game was better, but we'll start with the first game, of course. So. Dun dun dun. Episode 1. Turned by a visitor. Let's go. Episode 1. Turned by a visitor. March 14. To make sure the defendant is found guilty. What other choice do I have? It's a job of a prosecutor after all. That may be true, but why? Why go for this? Why do this for? What? I didn't read it. Sorry, maybe I wasn't clear enough. But a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter the cost. Nani? I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been, always will be. Dun dun dun. Alright. March 14. 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor Building 12 floor hallway. Yo. It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. That Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. Then a murder scene. The door isn't locked. Detective Gumshoe. What's the smell? Very familiar. Blood. Oh boy. What the? Nani? Let me turn on the... Freeze. Identify yourself. Shut up. There's some nerve coming word in the prosecutor's office. Ooh. Yo, bro, careful, my old son. What? No one gets away with committing word in my office. No one. My name's Miles Edgeworth. I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrust into a multitude of cases in some very frantic and busy days. You just got a right to defend you, bro. It doesn't matter. Anong alam natin na? Yun na lang, may tira pa naman ng ano, diba? Ayaw mo yun? Yung meatloaf? Ayaw mo yun? Parang gutom siya palagi. March 14, 2:56 a.m. Ha? High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. It's the organizer. Nope, Prosecutor's Bench. One of my possessions, proof of my profession. However, I have perfectly feel in my pocket. Victim in this case. What was he killed in my office? Oh yeah, nothing. Okay. A finished photograph of the victim's body, sir. Ha? Enggak naman, 1,000 lang. Very well, continue your investigation. Yes, sir. Ah! Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Are you okay, sir? It's my boy. Gumshoe! This is a crime scene. I heard that a murder could take place in your office around I ran up here straight away. This is Dick Gumshoe. He's detective at the local precinct. And the only day assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine, however. Ugh! Look what they did to your office. It's totally trashed. I'll say the culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud in my office. Ugh, sounds like you're getting ready to burn up over this whole thing. Yeah, just call Phoenix, right? He'll do it. This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. Oh, it's like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to go gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep my leads or information refined etched in my forefront of my mind. Speak of things that pique my curiosity. Why of all places did the murder occur in my office? It is really coincidental that the murder took place in my office. Logic. I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. Yeah, I was wondering that, sir. Myself, sir. Right. Go, monsieur. Hey. Alright. I mean, you can't really see its coins, can you? Save. Oh, so I can do it like that. Okay, nice. I'm testing out the stuff. Alright, I got you. Ugh, no, not really this. The key to your office. Security scene. This office door has been locked. Has a lock button on it. Logic. What do you mean, sir? Wait, is that evidence? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic? Is that a new game mechanic? Yeah, let's go. By finding the connection between two pieces of information, connecting them, new information is born. What is the end result of the using logic? It's how they use it. First, I recall information through the logic button, and then connect them together. I have to touch the logic button and recall the facts. Nani? Yo! Seriously, our prosecutors are outfitted with locks, which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's possible to dismiss the location of this crime as a mere coincidence. Because that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. Nope, that's not what you were thinking. There must be a reason why someone raided my room. What was the killer after? Why did this happen in my office? What was the killer after? Early in the holiday, Mr. Edgeworth. That's a beautiful logic, sir. Well, yes. When you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains. However, the invention doesn't matter properly. I may stray far away from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piercing these together, the logic should flow. Alright? So that's like the health bar, yeah? Well, let's start. Let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Yes, sir. Begin investigation. I brought a key to this room. The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that when I want to examine something, I simply touch the examine button. If you ever feel lost and want to talk, just touch the partner button, okay? I'll give you great precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. It's time to try later if I have free time, I suppose. E. Logic button, okay. Examine. Also, I can just use this as the touchpad. Alright. And I'll use this instead. Examine. Ouch, they even knocked over your chess set. I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games. I had no idea you were interested in chess. I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. In that case, I suppose we can set some time aside after we solve this case. But I expect the games to tax my mental. What? I can't read that. I can't eat that much. Check the victim. They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Yo, Nani? A wallet. What do we have here? I think I saw one of those things before. It's a police badge, detective. They have the exact same thing, actually. What do you call it? Let's take a look inside. Mr. Bunnyface, rank detective, police department. It would appear that our victim was a detective just like you. Okay. Books. Our files are all over the floor, sir. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. Okay. I'm just running it all the time effort, but I'm pointless. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I've worked on the process of just like you requested, sir. I just had to clean to the less, I say, weekend special. For about half a day, every Saturday, I'd come in, clean this place until it was sparkled. Does he have a life? The victim. Let's see here. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. Looks like the bullet passed clean for his stomach area, sir. In other words, he was shot. Yep, and until the autopsy is done, I don't think we'll know much more about that. Much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they've done processing the crime area. Alright, document types. Okay. We're going to be okay, sir, but keeping track of evidence we find, sir. Of course, it's the safest way. I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. I keep all the evidence I find either in or with my organizer. When I want to examine a piece, I want to put to touch the organizer button. But the organizer isn't all the evidence. For evidence, I keep this profile in hand too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking facts often. Alright. Bullet went clean through the victim's abdomen. The body was found at around 2:05. Alright. Profiles. Alright. Bookshelf. I guess that's we're done with that. Go on, sir. Present. Wait, now. I wanna present. Okay, find this one. Boop. Present, so. Not sure what I should do with that other. Do it. Not here, never wait. No, Gumshoe didn't do anything. Profiles. Yep. Assume you understand how to conduct investigations, take a Gumshoe. Of course, sir. Examine things by tapping them or touching the examine button. While checking various things out to gather evidence and information. You can see the evidence we collected by touching the organizer button. For information on information leads to the logic button. That's it. Great job, sir. Deductive reasonable is the way to go. It's called deductive reasoning, detective. Clearly something you lack. Okay. I'd say nothing. Is there anything you notice that you'd like to share, Detective Gumshoe? Watch over here. Since I heard that there was a murder in your officer, investigation just got started, so I guess there's not much else to say. So, we're the one that found the body, Mr. Edgeworth? Unfortunately, upon my return, I found my office door to be unlocked. And what awaited me inside was this whole messy affair. Gosh, that's rough. Even though I left the security of this room to this certain detective. Sorry, sir. And I've begun what each D is. What have we here? Could this person be the murderer? This person be the murderer. So, if so, that man that the killer made their escape by responding to them here. I think I've seen one of these before. Killer reminded me as where. Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same model, I think. Detective. I don't really like guns on. They're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do seem smart. Say a lot, sir. I don't use mine as much, except an emergency, so that's why I don't recognize it. So it's the same type of revolver as the one used by the precinct detectives. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. I have to calmly use some logic to figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Let's see. Oh wait. Okay, connect that. A revolver, stern model used by detectives. It could have belonged to our recently departed Detective Gumshoe. Could you please run the check the victim's body one more time? Yes, on the now side. Excuse me, pal. Let's see what we got here. Sir, this guy's wearing a gun holster. So it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Victim's revolver. Okay, nice. Let's see, what else can we find out about this revolver? As I always say, we've got to be careful with each piece of evidence. You can use the scroll wheel to rotate an object, but there's no such thing as a static angle. Use the slide bar or the X and Y arrows to zoom in and out. I got me very low, nasty gritty. Yo. I kind of see myself really liking guns. But I love the one. I feel it's stud race. Chase you down for a false start, detective. Now that you mention it, even when I finished first, I always wind up at the last prize. Okay. Let's zoom out. But the ammo. Huh. Looks like only one round was fired from this. Wow, so the killer killed the pig. Just one shot after wresting the gun from him. So like the guy knew how to handle the gun on Mr. Edgeworth. We have no proof now, but this is a distinct possibility. I guess that's about all we're gonna find out. We should send the body out to jail. Since the killing? Ooh, alright. You alright? Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Just let me be. Sir, but I can't do that. Investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body. The body! The body! Don't talk to him like that, he's just a lump of flesh. Look at him. Seems like he's just turned in for the night. Sure, guessing for a bloody stained suit, pal. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Why, yes I am. I'm Jack Hughes Portsman, prosecutor. Jim here is my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth. Like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So you're Miles Edgeworth. I guess this is your office. Yes, that is correct. Then it is you. You're the one who killed Jim. Brilliant deduction, Portsman. And don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? I will not. I know how things work around here. My prosecutor's office door, all locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me to the top. Well, we found our killer. It's a gumshoe. The only one who could get in here was me. Oh, wait. That means I'm not sure what that means. So it was you then. You're Jim's killer. No way, pal. You got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman's correct. If you're the real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has already begun. Only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. Yeah, right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer, though, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're a great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call the truce and work together, okay? Now, how about he shakes hands and see the deal? A pleasure to work with you. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on, then. Take your room after. It's your room after all. Thank you, I tend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there? Sir. I want you to capture the scene and film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim. I could probably give them some space. Alright. More investigation. Oh. Shot this. Ah, your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor? It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round. So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well. They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that made your that you made your prosecutorial debut. What they had shot through it would have been a disaster. And it's not worth getting worked up over, detective. Not when there's something more here. Huh? Like what? I take it you haven't noticed it yet, detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of us. Really? Did I say contradiction? You must be rubbing off on me. I'm starting to sound like it. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence, it seems off. That's when my detective skills comes into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds a contradiction. Yep, this one. This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should touch the juice button. Conviction. This is how I do things. Point out the contradiction. Yep, only one shot's fired. Yeah, he shot something. Let's not take that now. They didn't have it. Nah. This bullet hole is the contradiction. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first fell the victim, and the second fell this frame. Hey, that's right. However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too. Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for the night? Logic. By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? That. It's a secret safe. Secret safe? Oh, I smell money. It spares the trouble and say it. Nothing like that. You're imagining this inside. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way. Roger that. Chew. Talk about dusty. I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea where there was a safe here. Finally kept it clean for you, sir. So when did you put this thing in? It wasn't something I installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. But only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now, nothing. We only use them to store specially important evidence when there's a trial in session. That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. Ooh, I think we just found the evidence there. Alright. I want to rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. This is odd. Found something, sir? This keypad. I find it to be a little bit too clean. There's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad, sir. Gator, the forensic scientist. Yes, sir. Could you please dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir. I couldn't find that alone with a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Oh no, the forensics was the one talking. Okay. All the fingerprints on this have been wiped clean off. Alright. See the little bit of arms in there. As I thought, it appears that logic is the only way. But on the setback, turn to rational and calmly play. Connect the dots with the information we have. Alright. No, we know how I got it. Alright. Let's see, let's connect the dots. There you go. I believe I have figured out what the murderer was after. Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean for fingerprints suggests... Give me a second. That the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe. Making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. I wonder if knowing that motive behind this breaking was theft changes what the other piece of information can tell me about this crime. Cub tried to open my safe. What's the killer motive? Was the killer's motive theft? Alright. Means only prosecutors do the safe. Yeah, that would lead to why this guy, because he's the killer. We saw him. Profiles. The accused Portsman, a high prosecutor. It's probably with this prosecutor. It's my first time speaking to him. Alright, let's talk with my boy Gumshoe. You called, sir? Info I've gathered. It seems I have picked up a few good leads. Also, you're gonna do that thing you do with all that information, right? What are you blabbering about? The only thing you were talking about just a few minutes ago, sir. Logic. So that you can look at all your leads and info by touching the logic button. Then you pick up all the pieces you want to connect up by touching them. Connect. That's your way of investigating, right, sir? Yes, which is why this exercise with explaining my own method to me was unnecessary. Okay then I explain my logic to you next. This is even more unnecessary. Let's present some evidence to our boy. The gun. Ah. Ha! Just like right. Who presented you his badge every single time he met you. I will do the same. Oh, never. No, not that. Present. Take that. Your prosecutor badge. It's really tiny compared to my police badge. Oh, but it's really cool, sir. Much cooler than my badge ever could be. There's no need to suck up to me, detective. Poor detective, dumb shit. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, look at that. These are logic. Before that, I'd like to save my game. Yeah, save the game. And suspend, but is that the only way to save? I don't know. It's the only thing I know at the moment. So, I'm doing that. Continue. Just in case our logic fails me. Boom. Signs of a struggle. So that's why they struggle, I guess. We can connect that. There is a possibility that the false spread in the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, you mean, like, could be when the killer tried to... No. I connected it with logic on the different reason, but it still worked. Friends, find something, sir. Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen. Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelve files like you've never seen before, even at the library. Sure. Let's give that a try. Dude, why do all the good ones always die young? Sure, you must ponder that once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how much freedom meant, the dead will not come back to life. All we can do is to search for the truth. And so what are we supposed to do? We're going to find the truth. I'm so bad at voice acting, bro. First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place. You got it. Here, let me help. So this file goes here, and that book goes there. Sure know a lot about things to go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office. Guess I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal. Huh? It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here. Ugh, the bloodstains on the bookshelves are still fresh. I suspected that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf. And the guy fell into the floor right in the blood. It grossed me out. Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now. Ugh. But you know, I'm no good with blood, sir. I'm certain there's something all over this picture. There's something wrong. Alright, let's see. That becomes handprints. That's a very saw with his hands here after being shot. That's what I see with the victims. Let me see. Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, no, it would be much higher. What if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir? That would be illogical. The victim leaned against the shelf here after being shot. I'd suggest that he was standing when he was shot. That means... Wait, what does that mean, sir? It means you need to use your brain once in a while, instead of mine, detective. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption. And it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. Save, baby. Alright. Ugh, my hell. Let me load. Let me reload. The order of the files. That's the position of the body. Order of the files. Actually, the way they were organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye. But numbers are all out of order. Those white lines are special, so they are arranged to work differently. But from this, we know that the files are not in this order where the crime occurred. That's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you did with Tic Tac 2. Let's rearrange the files and now let's see what we can find out. Alright. Do you think I'll be okay? If you please, Detective Gumshoe. So I suspect that the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith. But then put the files back in remote order, I guess. Exactly. So I proceeded to shoot the victim. But why would someone kill a man and then look through the files one more time? Puzzling indeed, the files were thrown into disarray twice. Once before and once after the crime, but why? The crime scene this is. But it's time for the murder, time to give it another look. Put together my logic first. But disarray. Cover rearranged by files twice. Once after, and once before and once after the murder. What? Right. Examine. There must be a reason as to why the victim's body was moved. There's no time to ponder. Let's continue with our investigation, detective. Why that, sir? I'm ready to go. Raring to go. Oh, what's this? This. What is that? It's incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes, incredibly incriminating activity indeed. No way. It's gonna be some kind of mistake. Reserve, sir. Help me. Say no, sir. It appears that one of my files was stolen. Is that alright, sir? Help me in my situation. Is this what the killer was really after? Alright. Investigation complete. It was like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. It's the most important message manages to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partners in the guilty party. If you're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. Not some BS proof. Here's words. They're more than enough. What do you say? That's how you want to play it, then. Please allow me to understand your reasoning. You got it. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude. There must be some sort of flawless logic waiting for me to dig out. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you going to do? What I always do in court, I'm going to cross-examine him. Well, Edgeworth never did cross-examine. That was Wright's job. I think, and I'm not a lawyer. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique. That's right. The saving strat. This is my ultimate technique. I can never be defeated if I save. Continue. That's right, boy. Ugh. Might as well. Alright, first I'll listen to the witness testimony. If I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence, I open the organizer and present a piece of contradicting evidence. To present something, I simply touch the present button. That's old news. But isn't that where it's gonna flaw into the testimony every time, sir? Correct, and that's when I need to press the witness by touching the press button. Court battles are replaced with arguments, normal arguments, I guess. Sometimes by pressing, I can draw out new information and new or modified testimony. I think I get it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations too. Very well. I'll even show you how it's done. Now watch carefully. Dun dun dun. Argument. Mr. Parchment's logic. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him. Shot him dead. Further, you messed up the files and it looked like you had committed theft instead. That's when you moved Jim's body and he was sitting in front of a bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the body's letters. Body was hiding. That would be its final words, that you will be brought to justice. Okay, I found the architect's death. You intend to argue to the point that the victim's dying message points to his killer. I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find a flaw in this man's logic and expose it with credible evidence. Rebuttal. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him. Shot him dead. No. Okay, I guess that wasn't it. Press. Hold it. You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask. What is it? What do you call the victim, Jim? My player's name is Buddy Faith. Isn't it too obvious? This is the perfect name for my companion. You're accusing Jim. When those two names go together, like peanut and butter and jam. But Jim isn't even close to God's real name. Aren't you using Buddy? Just sounds off somehow. Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys that decided to nickname Jim. Talks about the victim like he was his pet. Remember, you messed up the files. Looks like you have committed that. And why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way. He had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway. I think I got it. I think it was the first one. Mr. Portland, there's a huge lot of fun in your logic. Really? I think that's wrong. Those are better webs and everything's wrong. Heck. No, nothing. Let's move on. This isn't like you at all, sir. Concentrate. That was careless. Can't do that. Man, calm, Miles. It's only it's the only way. Alright, we already pressed this. Wrong button. Alright. Hold it! Do I really think it was necessary that this should show my shots twice to do that? It's a possibility. Maybe our son has been cut out so that life is getting a little too rough to handle. I'll have you know that I eat 3 square meals every day, pal. Okay, so I'll forget them happening things, but whole thing, what an evil possibility we were paired up with. What a motive now. That's when you move Jim's body, sitting in front of the bookshelf. I was upside down. See that again. Where you messed up the box too. Well, you have committed theft instead. That's when you. Oh wait, wrong button. Press. I don't know if we ever do such a thing. Okay, we already asked this. What do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? The body was covering it quite well, what do you say? That's how we missed it. But judging to what I've seen, it doesn't look Such a good detective has missed something. Do you think you are? You're nothing of me, pal. There's a lot of person who can understand about another person's passions. No. I can't say I disagree with him at that point. What do you say? Something, sir. Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Despite a slight attention to detail, I don't believe the detective is the will be the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the letters, and I can prove it. Evidence. Again, that's for a better setup. For a found finishing spike. I think that those letters were intended for you. Now, you must understand the detective. I expect no less from a former partner. Right, let me take a look at the evidence. They were backwards. Please, man. Oh, never mind. Wrong one. I'm not used to this yet. I'll be used soon, though. No, but one of the files was stolen, so if he was the killer, he would have noticed it. Edgeworth still has the smug look. Perhaps you are not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. Being a bit more according with this, I see. No problem, I'm game. Can't help but find it odd. Excuse me. Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office. What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking. I get it. You have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, maybe direct your attention to the missing file. What? That's impossible. What's impossible, Mr. Portsman? Nothing. Files on the shelf are all but a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering a partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines. That's possible. That they could have taken the file before committing the murder. I think that's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters and the detectives' names where the files should be in proof. Yeah, I mean, the S is gone. That's where only have an H. If Detective Gunshooty was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could have overlooked his own name and blood in the files, especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood. Ugh. Which means, what exactly does that make this dying message? It makes it the work of a criminal instead of tampering in which the crime scene. That's so long, I can't believe a criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see, I'm gonna have them under arrest in no time. Well, Mr. Portsman. Brilliant, absolutely splendid. Bloody deserving of Olympic gold. Actually, it took me a while to get that. I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed. You win some and you lose some, that's how life feels. Let everyone so cheered even though I feel more dead than alive. Oh, but you know, it really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up, however. What is it this time? I still have to read down. Give me for a second. Who has the key in this office? That would be me. But Mr. just proved that I'm innocent, pal. Let's have something to learn. That I acknowledge your innocence. So I sense that you still have something to say. Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? What the hell? Well, I was thinking, do you know there's one other person with a key to this office? One other person. Hey, you there. Yes, sir. What is it, sir? Just, an escort level young lady here for me. A lady. As a member of this building security. You as a material witness. Security. You say security? No, stop. No, don't. What's wrong with him all of a sudden? Oh, nice at Maggie. I believe she needs no introduction. I forgot about Miss Maggie. Oh boy. Detective Gumshoe, sir. Maggie. Miss Bird is the security guard on watch tonight. I see, and your point is? My point is that she could very well have used it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open all the office doors in this building. What? If you're not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Mr. Bird. You could never sneak into someone's room. Oh god. That's right, I used to believe that man was the culprit, pal. It was me, that's right, I did it. Can we take that as a confession, Detective? Oh well, it wasn't really me, but it definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. So yeah, it was me. If it was, you no problems with that, right? Please refrain from flying off that handle, Detective. There's no need for such theatrics. Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, for one simple reason. What is the reason? Reason for suspicion. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows our good detective, doesn't she? Making it all that more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. If you're saying she used the master key... Okay. Running evidence, what do you say? That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well. That was then. This is how the flaw of a good match always changes during a rally. The buttons reflexes reaction time, especially for an adult like me. I wonder if there's anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get a sportsman is to give him what details is the person. Alright. Reason for suspicion. Let's see. Master key. Security stuff. Alright. I assure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key. There's only one person on staff at that time of night, and tonight she's in. Isn't that right, Miss Bird? That's true. But I wasn't able to use the master key at the time to the crime, sir. wasn't able to. What's that supposed to mean? Yes, moving on. I'd hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated. What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what she has to say, pal. But you can't really trust her. Not to tell lies, plus I hate wasting time. Should hear me spread out. Yep. Not so fast. I too am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say. I just say it would be a waste of time. You don't need to hear her lies. I'll be the judge of that, Miss Bird, if you would please. I discovered that the master key was missing at around 1 AM, sir. What do you mean by missing? As in, it wasn't anyone's room, sir. The killer must have stolen it. Mr. Crossman, I believe this would be an important piece of testimony, don't you? I can't believe that someone like you would be taken by such words. I'm not lying, sir. That's the case. I'd like to know, why do you have the master key now? I don't quite know. I just heard it all of a sudden, sir. Maybe stolen. Where is your proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where to put it and then found it again. Never lose things. I suppose guarantee that. I mean, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it. Yeah, pal, trust me. Don't want to test just how bad her luck is. Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive. Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth, but you still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Mr. Edgeworth's office. Her motive? You know we already established that. It was theft. I mean, the culprit clearly went for the bookshelves and at least went safe. But as Mr. Portman says, Detective, I can't ignore the fact that all the evidence points towards the motive of theft. But I've done taking blows instead of counterattack with a few facts of my own. But turn this up, shall wait. It's pretty obvious that you're saying that her intent with the messed up shelves. To what I'd say thievery. I mean, if everyone she wasn't the only open the door. And that leaves only Mr. Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows her good detective, doesn't she? Making it all more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message. Ayo. Concurred that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery. However, after that the great Miles Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me. However, with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe, hey, good thinking, ask for my opinions on the matter. Would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence? Yeah, only prosecutors knew of the safes. Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Beard was stealing something? Hey, if I would ever see her again. Why not? It's the truth after all. It was also by your logic that we came to this whole thievery conclusion anyway. And that may be, but You must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe, the existence of which is only privy to prosecutors. I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan. But she could have done it by accident while she was turning everything else upside down. I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit knew exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshop the safe was targeted. Yeah, but I did not know about that safe, pal. That means there's no way Maggie could have known about it either. Then, are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor? Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable. What's wrong, prosecutor? Do we have a different suspect in mind now? Precious. What made you? What's with the angry face all of a sudden? It's all my fault. What do you mean? It's Jim. You know about the existence of the secret safes. What did you say? We were partners, like inseparable and joint twins. That's what I told him. I filled him in on the secret safe. That means... Yeah, I know. I only just told him too, obviously. It was wrong with me at the time. I still can't quite believe it. But the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim. Now you claimed that the victim was the thief. And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird. Excuse me? I mean, you were a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing's not going to bother me. You're a risky profession. What the heck? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder. Yes and no. I mean, she have stumbled upon Jim, who was probably drawing his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it? No, I can't. Could never do such a thing. Deep into a security guard, sir. Plus, even if he was the one thief, he couldn't have pushed the key to this office. Which is just the way he had to steal it. What'd you say? I presume he stole the master key. Ah. Couldn't possibly responsibly spawn the key to be here with us unless you retrieved it from Jim after he killed him. As a partner, so you're honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief. I don't want to admit, but it's the only way for everything else to make sense. He has no honor. Now then, I think we're done here. The only way waits for no man. Would you people be so kind to see yourselves out? You can't kick us out. There's Mr. Edgeworth's office. Yeah, but I'm the one who's being sent to this case. You're all suspect of varying degrees, therefore ineligible to run the show. Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit. Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself. But sir, we have no choice but to accommodate his requests for now. Huh. Take it, Mr. Wickridge. What? Take it, Mr. At least one of you understands. Not if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful. Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We'll meet again. I got to form my request with the Legend of Parkour himself. Yeah, I suppose so. Now, don't disappoint me, you hear? Hey.